Earlier this week, the Fishing League Worldwide announced it's moving the Toyota Series Northern Division opener from upstate New York to Sandusky, Ohio due to new travel restrictions in the Empire State. Alex Wilcox sat down with an angler who's looking forward to what Lake Erie has to offer.
Right away, I'm extremely excited. I love the St. Lawrence River, don't get me wrong, but Lake Erie is basically my home water, so I'm really excited about that and looking forward to getting out on the water next week and hopefully finding some big old bass.
Yeah, so I know you're from Pennsylvania, so not too far from us here in the Toledo area and the Sandusky area as well. So is it a little bit like some home cooking, for lack of a better terms, in terms of fishing waters that you're pretty familiar with?
Absolutely. This is the closest event to my house that I've ever had in the last 3 years of my tournament career. So I'm really excited about it. It's my home water. It's my backyard. I understand Erie and how the fish set up and move around and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited about it and I can't wait to get out there.
Now, does your preparation at all change from, when you go to thinking you're going to be fishing on the St. Lawrence River to now you're going to be fishing in Lake Erie? Does the thought process change at all?
Not so much. It's pretty much standard across the board as far as what I do for preparation. Obviously, we got a different body of water, different playing field, so we're going to be looking at different maps and finding different places where the fish might be holding. So I jumped right into that and, started looking at the map and running through my head of ideas of where the fish should be. They go through a sort of a annual spawning routine and they sort of follow the same paths every year after they spawn. So they're post-spawn now and they're sort of working their way back out to deeper water. So I'm just running through my head and trying to prepare to find areas where those big groups of fish might be.
Now, obviously, we've seen it in the sports world. The coronavirus has had a huge impact on sporting events of all kinds, especially the four big, major sports leagues. And now we're seeing it have an effect, on pro fishing as well. Besides from obviously this tournament being moved from New York to Ohio, has this pandemic affected you guys as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've been shut down pretty much since the end of March. They pretty much put a halt to our events. We gather a large crowd at the weigh-ins and the takeoffs. A lot of people come and watch us take off and come in and weigh our fish. So they sort of put a halt to that and sort of ran some new guidelines to kind of keep us socially distanced and whatnot and try to stop those big gatherings from happening. But once we're out on the water, we're out on the lake, so there's nothing to worry about then. It's more just so the weigh-ins and stuff like that. But certainly been affected tournament-wise. I've been sitting at home for the last couple months. We're just finally getting back into it. I just came from Tennessee. Now I'm in Wisconsin, and then I'm heading to Ohio in the morning. So getting back into the swing of things, but here we go again. New York shutting us down, not allowing anyone from certain states to come in. So it's certainly affecting us, and it looks like it's going to affect us for the rest of the summer.
Fans won't be allowed to be at the weigh-ins as well as the daily takeoffs in the morning. Does that have an effect on anglers and on everyone out there that's competing? I'm sure the atmosphere is a little more subdued than you're probably used to for these tournaments.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily affect you too much when you're out fishing or anything like that. But once you come in to the weigh-in to weigh your fish at the end of the day, it's always cool to see the big gathering of fans and everything and say hi, sign some autographs and, chat with those guys. So that's always cool. And that's unfortunate that we don't get to do that here. But it's pretty much business as usual. Just got to go out and catch the bass and try and make some money.
The tournament will run July 9th through 11th with anglers casting off from the Shelby Street Boat Launch in Sandusky. Now, while fans aren't allowed to attend the takeoffs or weigh-ins, they can watch online at FLWfishing.com.